Okay, of all the accusations out there about stars making their workplace toxic, this is one I was especially disappointed to see. Jonathan Van Ness of the show Queer Eye being called abusive and essentially a rage machine by 7 different staff and production members. I just recently made a video that seemed to strike a chord with people about how to manage toxic rock stars at work. And I think it applies here. JVN was widely considered the breakout star and fan favorite of the show Queer Eye. And yet, despite being everyone's favorite, their behavior is getting called out negatively. Now, I'm in listening and learning mode here. I'm not supporting canceling JVN. I'm really trying to understand the facts. But I have to say, I'm surprised by the radio silence of JVN's castmates and even their bosses, right? Their coworkers, that nobody's come out and challenged these allegations of being a toxic, abusive coworker. A few individuals who were featured on the show as guests have defended JVN, but we're not hearing much from actual coworkers. And I think that speaks volumes. One of the dynamics that this could highlight is the concept of the toxic star or leader who's more sympathetic or well-behaved publicly, but who acts their worst on their home turf, right? When they're back at the office, or in JVN's case, maybe working around the camera. Maybe you've worked with somebody like this who knows when to be charming or well-behaved with clients, let's say, but then utterly mistreats their team right afterwards. The problem with tolerating even a little toxic leadership is that it will negatively impact the mental health of employees. And here's what I would argue is even worse. It will normalize a workplace culture with low empathy. It will normalize ignoring the needs and feelings of other people. By letting that toxic worker or leader go unchecked, you're creating a full-blown toxic environment where employees will most certainly feel undervalued and unsupported. What do you think is next in this workplace news story? Do you think we'll hear an apology, or do you think that others are going to come forward? Let me know in the comments.